Support for Radio Friends comes from IT Como, offering computer and IT services for small businesses and residential clients. IT Como can set up remote work-at-home solutions and data security and backup systems and upgrade your company email to more modern platforms. IT Como can also help you get the most from your technology at home. Learn more at itcomo.com.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, October the 6th. I want to introduce you to the executive editor of the Columbia Missourian. Good to have you here. This is Elizabeth Stevens.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to have you here, Elizabeth. I enjoy reading the newspaper.
Well, thank you. Yes.
You're here to tell us about the Progress Awards. What are these?
So the Progress Awards are a community awards program that we started. This is now our 7th year of them. And so we're really looking to be different than other awards that happen in our community and focus on people that are moving the community forward in their area of expertise. So we have 9 different categories that we give awards out into. So we're talking about progress in the arts, progress in education, healthcare, social justice, civic engagement. Okay, now I'm going to have to count.
That's okay. That's okay.
Sustainability, entrepreneurship, community nonprofits, and then our signature award, I think, is the Sherman Brown Jr. Award, where we remember his legacy of loving people so well in our community when he was alive. And so we work with the Brown family to select the winner of that every year, and they're part of this program as well.
So when will this all take place?
So we are accepting nominations right now. So you have 1 week to submit your nominations online. So the form is available at columbiamissourian.com/progress.
Okay, so go to columbiamissourian.com/progress.
Yes.
And then there you can nominate.
You nominate on a form there. You can nominate as many people as you would like, and you pick the category, tell us a little bit about them and what they're doing in the community that's really making a difference.
Can you nominate people in several different categories?
Yes, absolutely.
And then how do you go about deciding who the winners are?
Yes, so this is, it's always hard, but what we do is we bring the previous year's winners in, and along with our editor team at the Missourian. And so there's a panel of us that go through all of the nominations and make our selections for that year. So it is not a popularity contest. We're really selecting based on merit and what these nominees have done in the community, and look for that. And then we get to celebrate everybody at a big party that we have at the Blue Note. So November 28th, then we invite all the nominees, all the nominators, and that's where we announce the winners. So,
okay. Also, no one will know the winners until that evening.
That's right. Yes.
And then
we publish a section that tells you about the winners and who all was nominated.
Okay.
So it's a really fun event, great community event, and people. Again, we're headed into our 7th year, and it's really been a successful program in terms of getting the community out and involved, and everything we do is just pouring back into the community through this.
I wish you the best of luck with that.
Thank you.
I hope I'm sure you're going to have a difficult time picking the winners.
It is hard to pick the winners.
Sure it is.
There are so many good people out there. So columbiamissourian.com/progress, and you can nominate somebody that you want. That. All right? Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for coming by. All right. Thanks for having me.
Best of luck to you. You're welcome. All right. Now, I want to introduce you to Glenn Pickett. And Glenn is here for the Missouri Native Plant Society, the local Hawthorn Chapter.
That's right.
Good to have you here, Glenn.
Thank you.
Now, so what is the local Hawthorn Chapter, and what are you doing with the Missouri Native Plant Society?
The Missouri Native Plant Society is a statewide organization. They've been around, I believe, since 1979, seeking to further the conservation and preservation of native plants in Missouri.
Right. And we've dealt with
Nadia. Nadia is very familiar to you. Yeah. And so there are, I believe, 8 chapters, local chapters across the state. Hawthorn Chapter is in Columbia.
So what does the Hawthorn Chapter specialize in?
We do a lot of things, mostly promote utilization of native plants in your yard, your landscapes, your neighborhoods, or your parks. They sell plants at plant sales, they sell books at plant sales, and they give away money for other organizations and agencies to start a little native plant grant.
And that's when you came in here today. You said,
Yeah.
I want to give away money today. So you're going to give away money to people who want to start what?
We've had a grant program for about 10 to 12 years now where we give away as much as $600 to agencies and organizations, civic organizations, nonprofits that want to start some sort of a native plant garden, if you will, a little pocket park, put plants in a rain garden. And we've been pretty successful in doing that over the years. We've given away over $7,000.
Really?
Yeah. And, some of the grants have been to schools and classes. Some have been to local agencies. A real good one over at the Boonville Public Library a few years ago where they started a little native plant garden next to their entryway. Yeah. So it's a good program.
For people who may not realize the importance of putting in native plants, give us a real quick synopsis.
Native plants have been living together forever in Missouri.
Yes.
And as a result of that, they've sort of grown together and evolved together, if I can use that word, developed, adapted together in concert with the wildlife and the bugs and the insects. So all that supports the ecosystems in a very positive way that is sustainable.
You do a lot less maintaining of native plants.
That's correct.
They tend to maintain themselves pretty well, which means you cut back, you don't need to fertilize.
Right.
And the watering is a minimum.
Right.
Because they have adapted to the different conditions of the Missouri soil.
It's entirely correct.
So if you want more information about this, or you want to start a native plant garden, they do have some grant money.
Up to $600.
Okay, so how do people go about?
Go to the website. I believe it's on the screen or will be on the screen. It's columbianativeplants.org.
Okay.
All the application papers are there. Again, this is eligible. Civic groups, local organizations, agencies are eligible to start their little garden, and we'll support them with that.
Okay, so go to columbianativeplants.org. All the information will be there if you would like to apply for a grant and start a native garden of your own.
We'll help you out.
Okay, Glenn, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you were, when you walked in here, our director, Travis McMillan, said, I know him. You were his principal, weren't you, at Rockbridge?
Assistant principal at Rockbridge back in the late 90s.
Okay, it's good to have you here.
Thank
Travis,
you.
a good boy?
Yeah. Stayed out of my office.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have yourself a nice day. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Thank you.